You're wasting your time. I'm going to teach you how to stop. Stick around, guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dan from MillennialMotivator.ca, helping you learn how to create, engage, and inspire. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down there and the little bell next to it. You'll get notified when I go live with my next video. You guys get videos here Monday through Saturday, helping you learn how to grow your business online and engage your customers more effectively. Today, it's Monday. We're back at it, and we are talking about time. That's right, time. Now, time is one of those things that's out there. There's so many books that have been written on it, courses given, time management, how essential it is, how vital it is. But the reality is, time is something that we let take hold of us and we lose it. So often people are saying, I don't have enough time. So I'm going to give you guys some pointers, some ways to look at time a little more effectively in order for you to get a better understanding, a better grasp, and better utilize your time in order to find that success that you need to build your business and reach out to your customers. So without further ado, let's go. Time is your most valuable asset. Okay, this is a concept that gets thrown around a lot, and it's something that we need to realize. Oftentimes, when you ask people, what is their biggest hindrance? What is the thing stopping them from doing something? Money is the one that comes out. And for me, I understand that claim of money is preventing me from doing X, Y, or Z. And I get it. I get why that's there. I get why people have that mentality. But the reality is this. Anybody that understands the potential of time realizes its value is so much greater than money. And the reason why I say it's the most valuable asset is this. Can you create money? Let's say you lose all your money, you go bankrupt. Can you create money? Yes, that's easy to do. However, if you say the same for time, you waste time, right? You lose time. Can you create time? No, right? Each of us in our lives only has a certain amount of time that we are given. None of us knows what that is, but you have a fixed amount of time available to you, which means it's an asset that is super, super valuable. There's only so much available to you. Money, there's money that will come, money that will go. There's always more money. There's not always more time. You're never going to know how much time you get, and so you need to start realizing that and treating it as an asset, okay? So the reality is this. For me, guys, I always rank my assets based off of how readily available they are, how easy they are to acquire. Now, for some of you may be surprised, money for me is actually a little bit lower on the list. Number one above all is time. Time is an asset that's non-renewable. I cannot get it back once it's lost. It's done. It's gone, okay? And that doesn't mean I have regrets. It means that I recognize when I lose time on something and I make sure not to do it again because I can't reacquire the time that I've lost. Next up is people. People, there's always more people out there, new relationships you can make, but relationships, again, require a large use of time. Okay, so for me, relationships are a valuable asset. People are a valuable asset. And then comes money. Money, because money, easy come, easy go. Okay, money is easy to acquire if you've got the right use of time and the right group of people. So guys, keep that in mind. When you're assessing your values and you're putting value on which should come first, my time, my people, or my money, time must always come first. It's a non-renewable asset. But people for me then comes next, and we'll get into that. That's a whole other video. But make sure that you've got first and foremost in your mind that time is your most valuable asset. What next? Since we are talking about assets, what do you do with your money? Let's look at some of the best common known practices for money, right? With money, one of the biggest things that is core to any successful person with money is budget and planning. Budget and planning. We take our money and we say, okay, this is what we've got, this is where it's going, this is how we're going to use it, this is how money's going to come in, this is how money's going to go out. These are the realities of what we do with money. Now, that being said, looking at our top valued asset, time, it's amazing to me how many people recognize the essential nature of having a budget and having a financial investment plan for your money, and yet we don't have that same system built into place regularly for our time. Now, you've heard of the tools for that, of course. We know that we've got a calendar, and we know that we have our goals, 1-year plan, 5-year plan, 10-year plan. It amazes me though how many people don't actually seize the potential of that. Can you imagine me asking somebody about their finances and saying, do you have an investment plan? And they say, yeah, I've got a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan. It would be insanity. People talk about their budgets on the monthly. What's your monthly planning look like? What does your daily planning look like? What does your hourly planning look like? There are some people that work in finances directly, and that it's literally to the hour. They're doing Forex trading or stock trading, and they realize the potential that an hour has to produce money. Well, what if we treated time in that same way, as a valued asset that we can go, okay, time is valuable, so I need to plan it out. I need to make sure I'm investing it correctly. Am I going to put 15 hours into a Game of Thrones season, or am I going to invest that time into building a new skill, or investing that into people, or investing that back into my business and growing my social presence or my brand? Realizing the potential of a calendar to budget your time effectively, and then also making sure that you're investing that time within the calendar into appropriate activities is going to completely change everything that you do when it comes to your business or your personal life. If you have to choose between sitting down and playing a video game or sitting down and playing with your kids, obviously one has a higher investment for time, right? We're not talking about money as the asset there, but time. A greater investment by far will be your kids every time. Now, that being said, if you're somebody that has a calendar, great. Often I see people that have calendars, but they're poorly created and they have massive spots for free time, free time, free time. Make sure, guys, that even in your free time, you understand that you are investing time in something. You can use your free time to invest in a new skill. You can read books, consume podcasts, watch YouTube videos like this, learn new skills and trades to help you grow effectively. That's a solid investment that you will see a return on. Netflix, video games, movies, they can all be entertaining, but most successful people out there will tell you they've got very little time for that stuff because they're so busy doing the things that are important. So take a look at that, guys. That's number 2. First off is realizing time is your most valuable asset. Second up is how are you investing your time and how are you budgeting your time? So calendar and quality of your time spent. What's the last tip I've got for you guys with time? All right, guys, last but not least with time. It's making sure that you've got a goal set and in your focus, okay? So what do I mean by this? What I mean is time and goals often seem separated. Goals is something abstract that's out there. It's something that you want to achieve, but doesn't necessarily have a fixed time. And I find that removing this and setting goals that are achievable in a specific time frame towards a larger dream or concept or aspiration is a key way to use time effectively as an entrepreneur out there in the market. So we know that time is an asset. We know that we want to budget it and invest it accordingly. Last but not least, guys, is set timely goals. It's so important. For the day, set out a goal. You start your day. What do I want to achieve today? For me, it's like, oh, I want to read this book today. I'm gonna plow through this book. I'm gonna get all of my business done before this time. That way I've got free time to do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this. Setting timely goals for myself and markers for myself throughout the day isn't just scheduling. I've got scheduled calendars that tell me this is what I'm gonna do, but within those times, I set goals for myself. I try to push myself. So if I know in the morning when I wake up, 4:30 hits, bam, I've got an hour of self-development time, I want to set a goal for myself within that time. If I've only got an hour, I want to challenge myself to bust through 10 chapters of a book. Am I going to hit that goal? I usually can hit that goal. But you want to challenge yourself. Set those goals for those timelines. Make sure that when you've got goals that are set to your time investment, you're going to see amazing things happen. You're going to use that time more effectively because you're driven in each new segment of your calendar. Oh, right now it's my time to do coaching with this client, and I've got 60 minutes to 90 minutes available to do that. You want to pound out as much value as you can into that time, and that's a goal that you set for yourself. Now, say you're somebody in e-commerce. I'm setting a goal for myself that I want to have at least 4 new products up in the next hour onto my store. Okay, bam, go. You plow through it. Maybe you only hit 2, maybe you only hit 3, but it's definitely more than the 1 that you would have hit if you allowed yourself to be distracted by phones and beeps and bloops and notifications and distractions and this and that. The goal allows you to set your focus singularly on what you want to hit and move towards it. So it's so essential, it's so key, guys, and it all builds on itself. Realize that you've got time as an asset. Realize that because time is your most valuable asset, you want to budget it and invest it accordingly. And then once you've got that budget, make sure that you set yourself a lofty goal within that budgeted time so that you drive hard during that time to get done what you want to get done and more. I hope this helped you guys realize that while time is extremely valuable, it's not your enemy. Time is actually your ally. Once you realize that time is your most valuable asset, you start to use it as such. And what you're going to find happen is this. Somebody who controls their time effectively very effectively. They budget it well, they invest it well, they've got timely goals, they knock it out of the park. What you're gonna find is successful people are drawn to people that use time effectively. So take note of that. This is a golden nugget you can write down in your journal or your Post-its. Those who know that time is the most valuable asset and use it effectively will then draw the next most valuable asset to them, valuable people. Valuable people recognize those that value time. Next one down, you'll draw money. Valuable people and valuable time will draw valuable money. It's a reality, guys. It builds like this. It's that simple. Control your time. You'll get better control of people around you. You'll get better control of the money at your disposal. I hope that helps, guys. I hope it gets you pumped for Monday. Make sure you've got your calendar for your week. Budget your time accordingly. Set those goals and kill it. Can't wait to see what you guys do this week. Question of the day is, do you budget your time wisely? Do you realize that time is an asset? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will catch you tomorrow with another great video.